here on lichess and Twitch. International Master William Paschall. We're hosting a 25-player simul here for subscribers and friends on lichess. Just a second. And we are ready to go. This is the simul. I'm starting it now. Adjustment to the time control. Mr. Somewhat Unsound made it. I was worried about you. 20 plus 30 with 90 minutes extra for me. A little adjustment in the time control. Last time was 20 plus 50, and you guys had too much time. I didn't want to give myself 90 minutes, but there was no other option. The two settings are 60 minutes or 90 minutes, which is just arbitrary. I would have been happy with like 75 or 70, but we're going to try this time control 20 plus 30. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference for you guys. It gives me a little bit more time. I should be comfortable. Increment is less, but I have more extra time. We're slowly cheating you guys out of time. So basically we have 20 plus 30. Everyone who's a subscriber, unless you've been put on my blacklist for some reason, is welcome to play. And then we're going to accept some other players from the leftover company. So simul is open. Hopefully the site works. I'm a little concerned about it being overloaded. Welcome everyone. Simul Unsound, Astrobate, Stook, Bone Atrophy, Lucky Eagle. Relatively new subscriber. Row. The link to the simul, I'll put it in there for you guys. Good question. You can always find it. You should always be able to find it on the simul page on lichess. So let's grab some subscribers. Astrobate. Yaroon. Ooh, sorry, Laos. Didn't mean to put you in there. Can't kick him out. Alright, I'm taking just subscribers at the moment. So, Astrobate, Mr. Slowhand. Mr. Slowhand just jumped in. I didn't even accept him. Yaroon. Yaroon is an honorary subscriber in any case. Lucky Eagle is new. Lucky Eagle, are you gonna play? Stepanos, Someone Unsound, Nudge Papa, they're all subscribed. Oh, jeez. Laos just keeps cheating and going in there. Nudge Papa, such a stupid system. This moving list. That's gotta be fixed. Alright, just crazy. You're not used to follow me in the evening when there's so much sun outside. Yeah, I noticed that myself. Not that we can enjoy it, Padron and Antoni, but it is weird that it's sunny at like 6 o'clock. Very, very strange feeling. We haven't felt that since what, like September? And you did not watch a stream at that point. So I'm getting a donation here. I have my volume turned on. Should I keep it down? So Mr. Slowhand just donated 1,001. Not a Space Odyssey. Mr. Slowhand, thank you, sir. Stefan Gurzadovich. This guy was from Western Massachusetts. I remember that. All right. So we've got an adult improver quote. Negro Modelo. I don't know if he's a sub. Alms is. Time Move I'm not sure about. Bone Atrophy is. If you guys are subscribers, let me know. As long as you haven't been banned from my simul for some crazy reason. I'll accept you in the simul for the most part. Even if you're not a subscriber, yeah, the site is really laggy, Soronche. I'm not sure what to expect. Stook, good to see you. Viking Beer, aka Juicebox. Kiraya Kospez. A lot of our friends from the United States, when I realized about our time change back to a 6-hour difference between East and West. And Tony. See what we've got here. Lucky Eagle is a subscriber. Let's see what we've got here in terms of subscribers and then what's left over. Tom Petey. 13 accepted subscribers. I never would have guessed. Alright, it's easy that way. Lucky Eagle, if you make your name the same. Thank you for making it easier. Guys, please support the stream and subscribe. Stefanos Kappa, you were a subscriber till today. Give you the benefit of the doubt. Alright, so what else we have here? Anyone else who's a subscriber that I don't know about? If you guys don't have 100 games on lichess, I'm probably not going to accept. Taimu says hello to all of us in Negro Modelo. Taimu, you have coronavirus? You just live in Italy. What are you trying to say? You guys actually have coronavirus? Very sorry if you do. Some of us will get it. Hopefully not, but it's unavoidable, I would imagine. I know several of the viewers, you, Taimu, Padron, Antoni, and Negro Modelo are in Italy, among probably more that I don't know about. But not just Italy is bad. Now it's global. Alright guys, Alaba. Is he a subscriber? Who else is a subscriber here that I don't remember? Fuzzy Logic. Can you guys remind me who are subscribers? If you're a subscriber and you're in the chat and you want to play in the simul and I haven't selected you, please let me know. Tom Petey's asking to play. Alaba, hey guys. Excited for the simul. Jackson, hi. Master. Half Sael, just smiley faces though. US is catching up to you. Yeah, they're dumber and have more people, so the chances are pretty bad. Alright, Morales is here. Ayesta might have become a subscriber again, I think. Who else? Someone on sound, are you in the list? Yeah. I can make fun of Americans, I am one. But I live abroad in Hungary. We've been kind of lucky here so far, but I'm just not sure how long our luck will hold out. Alright, so MK Pokey, wasn't he a subscriber too? Or he just played me the other day on the stream. Let's give Negro Modelo a chance. I don't think he played last week. El Rossador. Guys, don't just forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Denwio. I don't know about that. That was suspicious last time, but I'm not sure. Alright. No guarantees I'm going to accept anybody, even the subscribers. Because we probably have too many now. Let me see. We've got DK Guy. Amiiboy's been trying to play for weeks now. We'll let him play. No, he's not a subscriber. If you're a regular and you come to the stream, pretty much I'll give you a chance to play sometimes. So it's not only for the subscribers, but for others as well. We'll let Tom PD play if he's got enough games. He's asking, probably. 2100, nah, never mind. Too strong. I don't need any more 2100s, Tom, sorry. Sorry, too many 2100s already. I was hoping you'd be like 1500 or something. Sorry. Too strong. We need some lower rated players below like 1700. This simul's gotten out of control. King Aliekin is 2250. Goblin Eel. That sounds good. 1500. Someone who's not like semi-professional. Except Roro is subbed. Roro, are you Roro? Alright. Roro has 19 games. Roro, you're a little short of games, but you are a subscriber. You know, not very many games here. 17, 27, 29. I can add. But since, you know, it looks like your rating is legit, we'll let you play. I normally don't like to accept people with less than 100 games. Please promise me, guys, that if you play you'll donate to the stream. Now, if you play, you will stay in the simul, not leaving after like 15 minutes. Bob, save me a spot. Do you know? All right, we'll give Dan Wayo one more chance. But if they play another like perfect game, I'm gonna get very suspicious. All right, so that last time was one of the games that looked too good to me. We had about 4 players last week who played, I think, were engines. One of the games that I was suspicious of was that game, but we'll give them a second chance. I don't like to play players who I continuously feel are playing like computers, but I can't really make a judgment based on one game. Even if you're a subscriber, if I suspect that you're using assistants, I will not play you anymore, and I might report you for cheating. So please do not use engines under any circumstances. Even if it's unrated, it doesn't matter. I will realize that you're using a computer. Bob, I know that it's a subscriber note Fortnite, please, but why does that make a difference? Is it okay to cheat even if you're a subscriber? Because I know you understand about that, right? You have sympathy for that. Certain games I found very suspicious from last week. No, I just can tell. I've been playing chess for 30 years with computers. So, all right. It was a gift sub. About 5 of the gift subs, 4 of the gift subs were engines last week. So I'm not going to accept automatically people just because you're subscribers, especially if they're like gift subs. If they start using computers, they're done. All right, Jackson says, I'm Brazil, Amazon, play. All right, just because you're from Brazil. We don't get that many players from South America, so that's cool. All right, Jackson. Why are colonial names so popular in Brazil? I played this guy from Brazil, Jefferson Polikian. Mr. Sohan just bombed us with gift subs. That's what we need now. Mr. Sohan, you're not supposed to do that right before the simul starts. Anyway, we're about to start. I appreciate it. 1, 2, what is it? Gifted 7 tier 1 subs. All right, 2 more. We have 2 more openings for subscribers. Or anybody for that matter. Dimitrilas. Bob reserved a place. And 1 more. Bob, you're in. Take me, jerk. I almost forgot you. I got distracted. If anybody more than once tries to use an engine against me, I will not play you anymore. Seriously. I make the determination. If I suspect someone, they're blacklisted. Period. Tom P is too strong. I can't play 2100s on every board. I'm sorry, dude. Too strong. Hafsailayu. Yeah, there's no games there, though. They seem like a nice guy, but I've got to ask you guys to have casual cheating not allowed. Any kind of cheating not allowed. Casual or professional. It doesn't matter. All right, what should we accept? One other player. One other neglected subscriber. Dimitrilas. He's a good guy. All right, a lot of people aren't going to get in. I'm starting the simul now. If you didn't get in, you didn't get in. I apologize. Stepanos Kappa. We are not even getting to make our first move. You ordered the D4 Bibles. The D4 Bibles. And Tony, here's some D4 for you. Mr. Slowhand, welcome, guys. Thank you to Mr. Slowhand. He donated a huge gift subs of 7 gift subs, as well as 1001 bits. All right. Let me go. Let go. Bob will play the English. All right, I wish I could play 50 people, then there wouldn't be any problem with not giving everyone a shot to play. but that is not the case. Alright, Dnekas. Another strong player I let in the simul. So, I'm sure even a few subscribers didn't get to play, especially the gift subs. Naj Papa, please support the stream, guys. Subscribing is enough if you can do that. If you didn't subscribe, you can also make a donation. Someone on Sound usually makes a streaming donation. You guys can put Streamlabs streaming donations and have it post your name there across the stream. Morales. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's very tough. C4, I've been trying to play more English opening, Bob. You're just a moving target. Alright, D4 from Oms, very tough player. Chat seems different somehow today, like somebody's missing. I'm not going to play any risky openings. Try to stick to... If this time control works better, you can expand your player pool. That's true. If this time control works better, I might be able to play a couple extra. I'd be happy to just maintain the status quo. I've been getting worse. DK guy. No, we gotta play our best possible openings against these strong players. Damn it. DK guy usually plays D4 and he played E4 today. Suspicious. Suspicious. Alright, we can play some riskier openings against the lower rated players for a little bit of diversity. E5 is not risky, but I don't typically play E5 that much. Viking Beer, welcome to the simul. Someone on Sound, welcome to the simul. Thank God I have white against someone on Sound. Bone Atrophy, welcome. 50-2200s next time. Sounds fun. Karo Khan. Anyway, guys, good to see you all. I hope nobody is ill during this pandemic. Just hide in your house. The Panda and I. Another strong player. Someone on Sound, I was worried about you. I sent you a message. How is the messaging system working here on lichess? I wouldn't be surprised if it just collapsed one day. I didn't hear back. I was worried. Not the, oh no, the bird's opening again. What am I going to do with him? Running out of things to play against Jeroen and his bird's opening. Yeah, more time to play chess. We're all going to be poor, but good at chess. You actually work still? All right. There was someone on my Facebook that was posting like a example of price gouging on the very basic level here in Hungary. They took like the price of bologna last week at the supermarket. You know, we call it Parigi. The sliced lunch meat that Americans call bologna. The cheapest thing you can buy. It was like double. Like the price of bologna had doubled like in 1 week at the biggest supermarket here. E4, knight c6, bishop c4, goblin eel. Goblin ale. Sounds like a good name for an ale. Trump will provide for me. I'm really scared, to be honest with you, DK guy, and I'll explain why. The IRS sends my checks and my tax bills to my address in Hungary, but I suspect the Hungarian government like goes through everyone's mail who's from outside the country. The last time I had a check from the federal government, from the IRS, for a tax refund, I got it like a year late because it had They've been sucked up into the mail inspection, or it got lost by the post office or something. I'm not even sure I'm going to get Donald Trump's check. I'm not even sure I'm going to get my recovery check. God forbid I'm not going to give the IRS my bank account number. That's even scarier. I'm scared of that, Bob. I really am. They'll be able to audit me easier that way. I don't know. I always just got a check in the mail. It seems weird to give the IRS your bank account information. All right. Just counterintuitive, it would seem to me. Nothing, no secrets here, Bob. All right. But anyway, if I get a check from the government, it'll probably arrive like a year late. That's my problem. And then after a year, you can't deposit it. You have to like rip it up and get a new one. So I could just be in like a vicious circle forever. The U.S. government wants to send me a check for $1,000, $1,200. I'll just keep getting it and have to throw it away and get a new one every 12 months or something. All right, Morales. Yeah, I'll be surprised if I get a check at all. I'll be happy. Taxes, if you're American, federal income taxes have been delayed. I guess all income taxes have been delayed for 3 months. Does that apply to state income tax as well? Do you know, Bob? All right. Stop distracting me. Damn it. I don't pay state income tax because I live abroad, but a lot of people obviously do. Lucky Eagle. What's your real rating? Not even a game from Lucky Eagle. Well, it's not like Russia where they have 170,000 surveillance cameras in Moscow, like 1984. But yeah, well, anyway, Google collects everything you say and sells it to the highest bidder, DK guy. Don't worry about it. Roro. So, C4, E6. The King's Indian is too hard to play when I don't have a lot of time. Viking beer. A London system-like setup. Okay. Somewhat unsound. Playing E5. Against our big clamp. Budapest Gambit? Massachusetts will move the... I don't have a residence anymore in the United States. But even when I was helping my mother when she was sick last year before she died, I was still technically a resident of Budapest. I was just like visiting. I haven't been a state resident of Massachusetts since like 2005 or something. Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop C4. Alright, Dimitrilas. I'll play the two knights defense. Well, the Trump jokes are kind of boring, Stu, at this point. Alright. Morales with Bishop C4. That's what happens when you play the London system every game. H6. You see that? The London system guy's playing the London system again. Like we suspected. When was that account created? I think it's another player. They used to play me. This London system, it's worse than the pandemic. Seriously. King's Indian, I'm doing that against Oms. No. No more. How strong is Jackson? He snuck in there. He's pretty good. There's no bad Brazilian players. Alright. G6, bishop A6. That's a weird move for Masturbate. Masturbate thinks that opening has a name, but it's very, very dubious, dude. Alright, DK guy playing E4. And here's a move we rarely see. Play this opening myself with white. Floor, I think, played D takes C. May not even be that bad. I've played Queen A5 a lot in the past. I don't know what I'm doing, Arun. I played Knight C6. What is that about? What am I doing here? Okay, last time I did something crazy against Morales with knight back to c6. That's just not good. And I've fallen into traps here as well in a not so distant past. A6 or something is interesting. Knight f6 is the main move, isn't it? How does that even work? E5. Is it like E5, knight takes D4, knight takes E5? E5, knight G4, knight takes D4, knight takes E5 is what I was trying to say. Or is it just E5? E5, D5. We've been here before. Every single game is up and running. I don't know why I play this. Sucky opening. Guys, take your time. Jackson playing bishop f4. Quite the unusual move in this position. We can force a draw with what, knight b5, like bishop g5, bishop g7, knight b5, castles, knight c7, rook b8. Doesn't force a draw. This seems wrong to me. I could play bishop g4. Or bishop e6, like in that other game. Strange. Bishop f4. Bishop g7, knight b5, castles, knight c7. There's knight h5 there, actually. Interesting move. Knight takes rook. Knight takes f4. I think it's worth it going to see what's happening there. My intuition tells me that it's good. Yeah, you guys could flag if you play slowly. Yes, Bob, it is possible. That's why I gave you 20 plus 30. Om's played this before. C5. What's up with the C5 in this position? That's a known line. I played this gambit against him once before. It's a weak point in Om's repertoire. Bishop g5 against the Grunfeld. It makes me want to play the Grunfeld. One of the worst recommendations in your Palliser repertoire. C6. Alright. This is a very strange move. H6 early. This account was created when? Relatively recently. Yeah. Who else do we know? Imre was playing h6 ridiculously early all the time. It's like an obsessive move. Doesn't seem correct to do that. Or even necessary. Like, the diagonal's not even closed yet. And I'm like, move my knight out. I would never do knight h4 in this type of position. Just stop controlling the center for no reason. Not an option. I'm happy black plays h6. It's just a complete waste of time. All right, there goes the connection. Now we're getting a little bit shaky. Looks a little shaky. We're not flipping boards. All hell could break loose at any moment in the simul with the site crashing or something. So be prepared. We had a similar game to this. I was looking at this. Knight f6 with e5 and knight c6. Seems a bit strange. But if I played knight c3 now, isn't your knight on a bad square? Really close position. Well, that's my doing, not yours. It's not your position. It's not your fault it's heading for a closed position there. And e5 is a typical setup, but usually you don't obstruct your f-pawn in that type position. Guys, take your time. We are going to have some connection issues, it looks like. I don't really know knight f4 that well there. So Jackson didn't try anything crazy with like knight to b5. The streamer battle got canceled. Oh, okay. I was wondering. It totally like almost made it impossible for me to like do a lesson with one of my students. I was wondering what was the chicken and what was the egg. Did the streamer battle cause the chaos, or was it just a victim of the chaos? That's what I'm curious about. And you lost points? What are you talking about? Who lost points? I've got, no surprise here. But what are you talking about, DK guy? You lost points in what? What are we talking about? Takes on d5? It's weird. I don't think I should do that. What should I do though? How do I take advantage of this? Queen a4 check? Queen a4 check. You lost to... Oh, it's going to happen all the time, man. You're going to lose the 1600s. Knight on bd2. Well, I don't want to do any streamer battles unless the site is working properly. That's for sure. Okay, Naj Papa. Classic close Sicilian. Bishop on f4. My first ever game with Alexander Ivanov where I was white in 1990. I just remember that. But I mentioned this position before. The bishop's fairly irrelevant in this diagonal, but it might go to e5, where it just sort of secures everything. I just remember losing really bad. I think Alex probably just like took on c4. All right. for something new and totally different. The wasted move h6 variation. Okay, Ayesta has been a little slow to start. Not the Slav again. What if we banned the Slav, like the London system? We banned the Slav and the London system. What is the Italian Koltnowski gambit? You know, this is where we've fallen for many traps. What happens if a6, e5? Is queen c7 a move? Is it a good move? a6, we've been here before. a6, isn't it a funny move order he's playing here? I'm curious about e5. Basically, this is a Pierre's defense. I don't know, DK guy, you shouldn't take those game losses for rating points too seriously. You know, it's kind of a price everybody pays once in a while. On the online chess servers, I guess you just gotta kind of consider it a cost of doing business. I lost rating points to a cheater, they never gave me back, whatever, you know. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Bishop g2, bishop b4 check, perhaps. Hence the smiley. Hence b6, knight a5, bishop g4. I've probably played both bishop g4 and b6 in this position before. I don't think that I'm better, but I'm not. I'm like unquestionably equal. Okay, c takes d. So we had this last time. Repeating the same line that we played once before with Ahms. Maybe we'll try a Rubinstein. Someone on sound, kind of unusual setup with bishop e7. Ahms and you were paired in the streamer battle. He's a pretty strong player and very experienced. Heavy favorite. Knight takes c6, knight c6 takes d, e5, I'm trying to say. What is this opening? Seems better to take with the pawn. Or not take at all. g5. g5 looks fun. Speaking of somewhat on sound. Alright. Well, I'm the one choosing a closed position. You could have played d5. Is that what you're saying, someone on sound? Playing d5. Because I've played that with black. I was reading the old bathroom reading. In my bathroom reading. Old German Sicilian book by Plugievsky. There's the d5 variation I was looking at the other day. I mean, I played that with black, man. It's kind of the main line. But not that simple. This is an interesting variation from Bone Atrophy. Did you play this against me before? Because someone did. And there's very little theory on this move. Somebody played that against me in the not very distant past, maybe the last 6 months, and I can't remember who it was. Quite rare variation. I'm actually trying to remember if I had a game like 20 years ago in this line. Something similar. Similar, but not the same. What could it have been? Strange. Why is that move not played more often for black in this line? Really not easy to guess what white's next move is. CD, knight takes d5, e4. Is that good for white? Wow, we never get to play this line. The old. The old. This is ridiculously materialistic, but alright. Bingham Rodella with e4. Speaking of closed Sicilian, and Tony playing a hybrid sort of kings, whatever. Yeah. Hybrid queens, gambit, classical. H6 unusual. Probably Kramnik has done that. Please refrain. I'm going to play f5 here against Jeroen. Despite him. This is interesting. It looks like a b3 Sicilian or something. Don't know what to make of this, frankly. Bishop g4 is a bluff. I guess just classical development. Move 11. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. f4. Let's all practice our enunciation, shall we? Alright, so I did that. And now the question is e4. e4, knight b4, d5. What is this? I feel like I'm going into a trap. Headlong into a trap. Bear trap. Acerbate. Actually looked at pawn takes pawn. Bishop takes f1, pawn takes c6. That doesn't seem right. Let's not do that. It does seem rather hard to exploit Acerbate's crazy opening here. Queen a4 may come to be a question. But yes, there. Very strange move from HJK now. I would think queen a6. Knight c3 or knight b2. Which one? I've never faced a human player who played such a move. Any player, for that matter. Human or computer. Seems counterintuitive to avoid trading queens when you're behind in development. Perhaps difficult to exploit here. Juicebox Wizard playing h4 doesn't seem sound. Particularly because I haven't castled yet. Had I castled, maybe it would be a little more reasonable. Mr. Slohan played bishop e2. Yeah, that's theory. One of the moves I can play. The idea is what? Actually, what is the idea? Pawn takes pawn, bishop takes f6, and d5 wins a piece. Okay. I played this position with white, actually. Blitz, at least. I've also played knight h3 here. Knight e2 is a move. Not really sure what we're supposed to do after bishop e2. I don't know this line. Takes. Queen a5 might still be an idea. h6 probably. But then we run into the same problem with takes and bishop f3. That's his whole plan, right? Then I have bishop e4. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Eventually, we'll have to solve this problem, though. What happens after h6, bishop f6, ef6, bishop f3, bishop e4, knight e2? Well, like, sooner or later, I'm going to have to resolve the tension. How does that occur? With the constant threat of forking my pieces with d5. I really don't have time to figure out an entire opening now, Mr. Slowhand. Mr. Slowhand plays e4, by the way? Doesn't he normally play d4? Everyone is very flexible today. Just playing stuff we don't normally play. DK Guy and Mr. Slowhand both playing e4. Seems strange. Queen a5 is possible. Would have to all hinge on like a pin type of thing. All right. Back to e7. So this is the variation we played previously on our show. Right? Right. e5, d5, e4. Was that right, Master? Well, there isn't any other variation, is there? Something I have to recall here. Okay. e5, d5, e4. Knight takes e4. Bishop takes b2. Pawn takes c6. Queen a5 check. It's not clear. How does this work last time? Why can't he play knight takes e4? How does that work? It's a different position than we had last time. Well, I'm not concerned about the position I've played before, but I'm concerned about getting in positions I haven't played before. Obviously. This bishop e2 thing against... It's so weird. I mean, you look at a position from the other side and you feel like you've never seen it before. I've absolutely played that position probably from from Mr. Sohan's side, but looking at it from the other side, it seems like a completely alien thing. Alright. What do I usually do? Castle kingside. When in doubt. The Rockport variation. I beat him really badly. It was his final GM norm. He lost one game, but it was against me in the horror game. In this line, I had never seen this move before, but I figured out at least how to play a reasonable game with white. All right. Me Boyd, what? Bishop e4 check, knight on bd2. This is a highly unusual move. There must be something c5 here. a3, bishop takes d2 check. It should be maybe c5. Another position I've played with white, not with black, and over the board game. All right, Jeroen. You want to destroy my pawn structure. Is knight takes e5 a threat? I refuse to play some sort of passive move here. Bishop c5 looks dynamic. Maybe. There goes my pawn structure, though. There goes the old pawn structure. So Jeroen is just turning this into a Nimzovician masterclass. Knight takes e4, bishop takes c6. Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe we have to go for this. Just go for it. Fear not. Call his bluff. The robot. Playing the robot. All right, robot. Limited patience for robots. Here. We'll only play so many games against robots. G6. All right, Bob, what are you doing? You're playing the black side of a... Wow, you're playing the black side of an accelerated dragon. Classical Skaveningen. Very well. Been a long time. Time's changed, yes. Not only Hungary, but the whole of Europe. I'm so funny. Sorry, HDFP. I knew someone would fall victim to this tragedy. Happened to be you. HDFP keeping up with world events. Now you know. Alright, we're up a pawn here. We'll weaken our king side. Knight on bd7. So that's not the plan. The Rapport plan is queen e7. I have played this before with Ayeste, I'm sure. Okay, very standard Sozen Najdorf here. Bishop to g4. Maybe we found someone on Sounds Kryptonite. All right. Antony wielding, I should say, unwielding. He's unwielding. Wielding the Kramnik system. Some creepy, hokey Michael Adams Kramnik variation that just feels completely wrong. How can you do that? I don't know this line, I admit. I just wanted to play something different. A6 though. Not real common. Even for this line. What am I supposed to do? Take on d5? That seems lame. H3 is probably a move. Very exciting. That I'm playing the London system. Maybe that's why I hate bishop f4 so much. It reminds me of the London system. That's all the rage for the last 15 years on the white side of the Queen's Gambit. Never really got into it, truthfully. I guess rook c1 is reasonable. You might be able to play c5 here. Johannes Zuckertort would approve of that move. Wherever you are, Zook. I don't know, this is probably book. Bishop d2, the Roman forum. God, this is like, I played this once with white. It's so harmless, but like a forced draw almost. It's tough, man. This is virtual forced draw. H4 from DK Guy. You're not going to see too many games with that in the book. And you're basically playing the curious attack with your bishop on bishops on e2 and e3. I guess with g4. Alert. Sound the alert. We've got interesting idea here. Wow. All right. What would Kasparov think of h4? I wonder. Bishop g5, queen a5, knight f3. Now if I take on c4, you have d5, but I go rook d8. That's the question. The $1 million question. D takes c4, bishop takes f6. E takes f6, d5, rook d8. Or we could play rook d8 first. Might be safer to play rook d8 first. Would give him a second option though. Juice box, the craziness. Begging me to blast open the center. Please blast open the center. E5, take, knight takes e5. Knight h5. I mean, I have bishop takes g2, rook g1. Primitive attacking chances still for white there. See a lot of this. This is basically a London system type of plan. This totally mental. Leave your king in the center and play h4. Don't see it at the master level very often. People doing stuff like this with white. But I suppose if I'm passive, he might get away with it. Very little time used by my opponents thus far, so I'm glad I have the extra time. a6 is slow, but I don't see how e5 works, frankly. We could go e5. I mean, I see it works, but is it good or not? That's the question. Seems unnecessary. Okay, standard opening position here against El Rosador for both sides. Now b6 from Ayeste, which exploits my bishop being on e2. Very subtle. Hyper subtle plan. Exploiting the positioning of my bishop on e2. It's like playing effing Magnus Carlsen or something. If I played d4, he might have chosen a different plan. But b6 just now. Okay, anyway. Whatever. So, the white square bishop means nothing to you. As you wish. As you wish. No respect for white square bishops. Well, bishop g5. Okay, so we've been here before. I'm supposed to play bishop e7, right? I'm supposed to play bishop e7. I forgot my own analysis again. Then f4. Picked up my king. Negro Modelo. We're taking forever to play like the main line of the Botvinnik variation. I lost with white against Kaidanov in this. Alright. e6 has to be somehow makes a sort of real opening out of this. Take, bishop takes f1, takes on c6. Takes on c6, b5. Then he takes b5. Not really convincing. Why is my queen on a4 here? I regret doing that now. I have the strangest feeling like I'm still in the Ruins opening prep or something. This obscure position. Queen e2 just feels too perfect. He's playing like the black side of an English defense, essentially, with an extra move. When my knight is attacked and f5 very seriously weakens my position. The limitations of f5 are many. How about bishop f5? Well, now you can just castle, because bishop c5 is not necessarily a huge threat. I'm seriously just going to retreat my knight, I think. I'm going to be equal material with a worse structure. Wait, queen takes e5, bishop e7, he has bishop a3. I don't really want to trade my bishop off, so maybe knight d6, queen e5, bishop e7, knight d6, queen e5, knight d6, also knight e5 is a problem. So maybe it's knight c5 and knight e6. What if we allow d4? I don't know, guys. This position is really freaking me out. I'm just almost playing random moves there. But Lucky Eagle just sacked the pawn on d4. I can't believe you can get away with this. Similar, almost. You can give me your central pawn. I really want to take that. f5, but I mean, it's very detrimental positionally. Of course, f5 is playable. But do you want to do that to your positional game there? I mean, it blocks my bishop on c8 and it weakens e5 forever. It may be a better move, Summon on Sound. Unfortunately, I don't have the tools to really definitively figure it out. I just have to go with instinct. All right, screw it. I'm not going to take the pawn. Screw it. Try to be practical here. I think this is theory. The Roman Forum video series. Bone atrophy took forever on this move, which looks like pretty logical. All right. Now, d4 is fine and good, but my bishop should be on d3. We have a queen problem, essentially. Maybe I can play queen c2. What is this? Dimitrilas, d4. You were talking about some gambit. I guess this is it. Mr. Coffee, no excuse. I didn't figure Mr. Coffee would be late. Okay, so I take with the pawn. You play e5, I play d5. You take, I take. Is that the line? That looks fun. b5, very good. Playing the closed Sicilian with white. Although g4 is interesting. Me versus Kaidanov. I also lost against Michael Molyar. But I think I was black in that game, so I have like an 0-2 score. I've probably played the Botvinnik variation more games than twice. All right. Goblin Ale. Goblindale. He's down a pawn, but other than that, everything is okay. This bishop is almost invisible on d4. It's funny. 312. It's a good game. Fischer. Sozin. Should I play g6? Do we have time for g6? This is the Antoni. Kramnik variation. Yes, we faced this before without a lot of success. Now e4. Am I seriously thinking about playing e4 here? I don't know. What am I doing? Okay, 92 is kind of passive. Goblindale is playing too fast. We welcome the quick play. Sharp line. Okay, so now I have to remember what we looked at previously on our show in this line. Was it d6, f5? d6, f5, right? And then take on f5? How does that work, though? Or was it h6, bishop h4, d6? It has something to do with taking on f5. Didn't it? But I don't know why that's such a big deal. We had this once before. e4. I could play e4 myself. like how you guys don't need to use any time for your moves. So many people just don't need any time. 30 seconds is enough. Why do I even give you 20 minutes to start with? You could just have 30 seconds with no starting time. Why even give you the 30 seconds is my question. Seriously. Bob, play knight g4. It's a popular move here. Around here, it's like that Counting Crows song that was on the radio constantly 15 years ago. Around here, everybody plays knight g4, Bob. It's a good move. Popular. Someone played it against me and survived and got a draw, I remember. Queen takes e5 check. Now, bishop e7 or knight e6? I was going to play knight e6. That's the point. Protection. Alright, so now Mr. Slowhand just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. I was concerned about c5. That's my big issue. And why probably I should take on c4 first. He just doesn't care. What is the deal with this? How can you just not care? Alright. The bot from Botville played knight to g4. Should I resign yet, or you actually use time? Bots from Botville. I don't know, man. Something strange about that account. Can't really put my finger on it. But we'll see. One more game like the last one. Knight takes e7. There better be like a 50-cent pawn loss for both of us in that game. Knight takes e7. The boredom variation. Favored by two of the most boring players of the 2000s. Vladimir Kramnik and Michael Adams. It's probably possible to play queen takes e7 too. It's like draw. Acer bait. Now d5 is not what I played with white. But why is d5 not a good move here? Uh-oh. Maybe it is a good move. Are we just transposing? We're just transposing to like a main line. Karpov Tiemann. You haven't castled yet. Maybe I could play rook e8 on move 7? That's weird. Why is d5 not a good move? It has to be a good move. This is Karpov Tiemann. Except really you should be castled already. I feel like I've been tricked or something. But what other move can I play here? Can't play knight d4. Yeah. We're going to have to play this Karpov Tiemann style position. Vladimir Adams. True. Alright. Not bad. Why should d5 be bad? Well, I mean, sometimes if my rook is on e8, I can play knight d4. But in this case, it's not bad. Well, it would be bad if I could play c6 as well. I mean, I might be able to break his center. He doesn't have a c pawn on c4. That's the thing, Morales. Like, you have to realize d5, you know, is normal in a King's Indian, but not as much when you don't have like the c4, c5 type of play. In a king pawn game, it's maybe not quite as good. I don't know about this one. Somewhat sound. Somewhat sound, just grabbing those white squares on the queen side. Wonder if I should think about... Damn, dude. Knight g3. This is normal. Carries attack. Except for the fact that I haven't castled. This can't be as good as a normal carries attack. I really should play d5, dude. Maybe I should have played it earlier. Like right now, it might be a good move to just go d5. Wonder if I waited too long to play d5. It's still good though. All right, d5's got to be the idea there, clearly. Sazalik. Saw some recent game featuring that type of idea. This is scary. Ayesta, I don't know, man. You're like that other guy with the London system. It's like an illness. It's all you play. But it's not a London system. It's a Slav for him. What am I going to do? E4? They only play one thing. God damn it. I'm like losing a tempo here with Queen B1. Do I have to do that? Or lose a tempo with Bishop D3? Yeah. How's my bishop doing there? Put it on d7. Rosador played e5. It just looks suspicious. I think we do the normal thing here. I don't know. Suddenly I was concerned about d5, and I still don't know what I was thinking. Last time we had d5, e4. But my question is, if d5, e4, what happens if he plays knight takes e4? This is what I'm not really understanding. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. Doesn't really matter now. Where do you put your bishop here? We want a castle, so I have to play bishop g7. Castle. Look at eagle. All right, rook e1. So you just play that. Completely standard position. I play it every day. Now bishop d5. Every day of the week. Absolutely standard. Mr. Slowhand, you played this a lot before? A lot of games in this variation? Like seriously, Denweo, we had 4 cheaters last week, and if you are not one of them, maybe just 3. But when I have to play 25 people, and I have like 3, maybe 4 cheaters in the simul, it's pretty upsetting. So I don't really like to joke about it. I mean, it makes it very, very hard for me to do what I do. You know, I don't know who you are, but you know, I appreciate you're like a guest subscriber, but it's a serious problem. All right, dude, you're just banned. He's just banned, dude. Enough. Trolling. Just trolling me alone. You're just banned, dude. I don't need an idiot like this in my stream. Alright. Better things to do with my time. I was like nice enough. What an idiot. I was nice enough to play him again. and he starts like trolling me. Seriously. Plenty of idiots to go around. I don't have to play games. It's hard to play 25 people. Whether he's a computer or not, it's not something I want to joke around about and waste my time. You guys should start a personal friendship. Antonio, it's okay. You're entitled to like him. But he doesn't understand at all where I'm coming from. I have better things to do than play games and prove whether he's a cheater or not, you know. He's like wasting my time, trolling me. I love banning people. Man, what do we do with this position? This is really tough. He's bad for trolling me, you know, in the chat. Not because he might... I can't prove if he's a computer based on one game. But don't make light of it, you know. It upsets me, and it's very hard to do what I'm doing, you know. That's why I'm banning him. I mean, it's ridiculous. Sit there and challenge me to prove whether he's a computer or not. Give me a freaking break, dude. I've got better things to do with my time. Not my job to sit here and prove if you're a computer or not. Just be respectful and whatever. All right. F5. So, I mean, I've played this before, and E5 is a bad move, I think. So it was like takes. I guess it was takes. This was our analysis. Bob is in the house. Now, Asterby, how can you play G6 here? I started to think your game was okay, but I don't like knight e7 and G6. Why are you taking so long to develop your king side from this position? Just when I thought Asterby's position is not that stupid, if he just plays like a normal move here, I guess he wanted to reinforce C6, but that looks really slow. Be careful who you give your gift subs to. Seriously. All right, takes on d5, bishop takes f1. I keep looking at that. There's nothing there. Although I could take and take on e6, which is kind of a cool line. Takes, bishop takes f1, takes on e6, takes on g2. If you even joke about being a computer, I'll ban you from the stream. Seriously. Very sensitive subject. The tension here is killing me. All right, Asterby. Maybe I'll let you take away my right to castle. Antony has equalized with the Adams-Kramnik variation. This is totally unsound, dude. Oh my god. H5. Saul would be proud if he wasn't banned. He loves that. Who else likes H4? We all like H4. Suspended coffees? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, sure. I've heard of that. I didn't know you called it suspended coffees. That's funny. But I think, Padre Antoni, there should be suspended beer. Can you do it for other drinks as well? This is a great move from Goblin Eel. It seems like his only flaw is playing too fast. No. So Roro's done something unusual. You're supposed to play queen b3? Wait, what happened here? What? He played knight f3. Oh. That doesn't seem right. What happened here? No, he took with the f knight. I wasn't even paying attention. He took with the f knight on d2. I wasn't even paying attention. That's crazy. Of course you have to take with the other one. And he went back, so he just like lost 2 moves. That's a massive loss of time. And still his position isn't that bad, probably. I think so, Penner. I was just kidding. It's like a bad joke. Suspended alcohol, probably not a good idea. No. It wasn't a good suggestion. I agree. Alright. I didn't know you used the terminology suspended. Is that a translation from Italian, or is that what you really say in English? Queen takes d2, defending the d4 pawn. I take. We can transpose to a line I've seen before. I would give Kravnik a draw here, Antoni. Definitely. Without even a hesitation. This is like reason 4,752, like that the white side of the Queen's Gambit declined is nothing for white. But then again, that's probably the case with all openings. What are we supposed to do? We have no advantage at all here. Man, this is sort of sick. I mean... Oh, James came back to the stream because of Bob. Bob actually attracts people. He doesn't subscribe. He just comes to the stream to chat with Bob. That's sick. All right, what am I doing? Knight c6 now. All right, wow. This is getting weird now. Come in, said the spider to the fly. I could also play g5, but I guess that loses material, so this looks kind of forced. We're going to have to move a little faster. I thought the Kyrgios should have gone with bishop f5 last move when they had the chance to do that. And now we have the typical problem. Well, how bad is it? Takes on d5, e4. So that sucks. So I'm just going to take your bishop. You gave me your dark squared bishop. Viking beer. Did you drop a piece? They're clapping. We're doing the clap. 8 o'clock. You guys have the clap going in Italy? It's a bad joke. The clap. Syphilis. Another pandemic of sorts. But d takes e5. Didn't intend it as a joke, but it sort of came out that way. Oh, it's chlamydia. Sorry, Bob, you're an expert. I forgot. Of course. In my college days, we had a group of friends that we called Team C. Anyway, that's a long story, a long time ago. But d takes e5, d takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight takes. What about bishop takes f3? Bishop takes f6, bishop takes d1, bishop takes d8. That's not going to cut it. Better for black there. I guess we should take the material. Damn it. Bishop f3, bishop f6. No, I have knight takes. But then you have queen f3. And then my rook is saying, I can't take your bishop. Sneaky bastard. I can't win a piece there. Bishop e7. I won't resign yet. Maybe a little later. Hopefully. To just be done with it. What was the repertoire of our friend, by the way? Whatever. Do you guys remember? Is he a London system player? The troll? Can anybody tell me? Was he one of those people who played it every single game? Because that would explain a lot, actually. If that was him. E6 versus everything. Mr. Coffee, you're becoming suspicious. Briefly glancing at pawn takes e6 here. Pawn e6, bishop g2, pawn f7. I can't be sacrificing pieces against Acerbate. Queen c3. Uh-oh. A me boy. An ultra, in Hungarian we say ultra sharp move, queen c3. Ulti. Oh man. And even d5. How about d5? Takes with the queen. How bad is d5? Take with the queen. Castle, obviously. Okay, let's say I play d5. He takes, I take with the queen. He castles, I castle. Now, is white just better there? Bishop g5 or something allows knight e4. At the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. Once he plays the bishop somewhere, I'm getting in trouble, it feels like. I might already be in trouble. All right. Bishop f6. So taking with the e-pawn, obviously not really a good idea here. Clear waste of time. This is not the position where you get an isolated queen pawn and it's good to go. What do you play if you like want to draw Kramnik, I guess? Something like knight takes d4. Oh my god, what an opening. Catastrophe. Well, what is going on here? Welcome guys to the stream. Everybody is welcome. We're good to go. All right, rookie. I like that. The setup he's got going there. Did you do something similar against me the other day? But I don't like his backwardness against c7. That's a strategic issue. And let's see, knight e5 is interesting. Knight e5, bishop d6. That might be his next move in any case. He just played bishop f8, so I guess not. Maybe you should play bishop d6, actually. All right. Just looked up his history. He was an e4 player. All right. Somebody else. Thank you, someone on sound. Sorry for wasting your time with my suspicions. Normally, Bob handles the investigations. All right, whatever. We'll just castle. Knowledge Papa, we had a very similar game the other day here. This is Prohashka. That's what somebody did. One of the people who cheated against me in the last couple weeks just regurgitated the opening explorer. They played this like GM move queen. It was bishop c1, straight out of opening explorer. All right, I don't mind sacrificing a pawn, Jeroen. That's all you, dude. That is all you. I could play bishop c5 though. Maybe that's even better. Might even be better. Just preventing him from castling. Why not? Knight d4. d4. Bishop d4. There's also queen to d5 here, but he gets away. Queen d5 is not a bad move. Maybe bishop a3. We have a lot of options, actually. It's getting tough to decide. All right, so Morales seems to be uncorking some kind of home prep. Uncorking the home prep. You are not welcome on f5. And now you're on your own. That's what Fritz 8 used to say. Bruro lost to Tempe and he's still fine. That's how good this variation is for white. No, I guess this is a problem. Knight b6. It is a problem. My hatred for the London system. My spider sense is, there's something up with this player. Last time was enough, but I gave it a second chance. Something not right here. I can't really put my finger on it. It's more than I just hate the London system. I don't know. I'm never wrong. Never wrong, like Donald Trump. I guess I am wrong sometimes. Alright, anyway. Not going to go into it anymore. So Viking Beer is up a pawn, but he yielded up the bishop pair. Interesting. Queen a4 check is an issue, so I was just going to castle. Screw you, dude. I don't mean to be rude. I'm down a pawn. I'm not going to worry about it. You've played h4. I mean that in the best possible way. This is the game with the engine. What was that account? Hiss played this. The next move is rook d1 followed by bishop c1 or something like that. Bob, you're serious, dude. I told you not to do that. I even told him not to do this and he did it anyway. That's so funny, man. I mean, frankly, like bishop takes g4, bishop takes g4, f3, I think is better for white. I've had similar games like that. Doesn't this win a piece? Don't I win a piece here? Or some form of material? Every time I see this, I get more and more confused. 18 minutes per move. With the time usage you now have, Will, 18 minutes per move. How do you figure I have 18 minutes per move? You mean per round? Like, how much do I have per literal move? Like 10 seconds or something? Cornish game hen. I just suggested knight g4 and he did it anyway. Cornish game hens. Sounds good. I ordered pretty good pizza today. Good thing there's still delivery. Just waiting for the real apocalypse to kick in. We have to start eating out of tins and stuff. We really have it lucky. I mean, we like people fortunate as me to still be able to like order food and stuff. Some people are really, 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 really screwed by this pandemic. Mr. Coffee, I was thinking about your post on Facebook about the red shirts, the security officers from Star Trek. They're always the first ones to go. But contrary to popular belief, I don't think like the percentage is like 100%. I think like only 80% of Star Trek red shirt guys from security detail die. So you still have a chance for surviving, basically. A small one, you know, true, but Karpov Timan. You don't really want to be on the Timan side of Karpov Timan. Most cases. Timan, one of the few players who played the Pirts in the 70s and 80s. I want to play C6. Interesting. Knight D4. So what's happening here? I want your bishop, not your knight. El Rosador has problems with the D5 square. Yeah, don't wear a red shirt for a while. I think your chances are better without the red shirts. But I was just thinking, like, I used to think that they all died. But if you watch Star Trek the original series, I think the death rate for red shirt guys was probably around 80%. All right. It was kind of ridiculous, sort of when you look at it in retrospect. But anyways, all right. So Queen C8 attacking my pawn on F5. Wow, that's very subtle. Not really sure how many options I have here. You're really going to take that and just be up a pawn? Is G4 just killing? It probably is the best move. You know, I'm not attracted to the Grob generally. I think in this case it's definitely called for. So now we've got what? Queen D5, Knight C3, Queen F5. Standard oil. Knight E4. Rook takes G7. Knight F6 check. Is that book? Is this like theory? Master, I don't know. We'll ask the Weed Master. My friend Joe, he's an expert in all things classical. All right, that's it. Running out of time. I like my position here against bone atrophy. The F5 square. They're playing. I miss Fantasy Island. Actually, Ricardo Montalban was on Star Trek too, obviously. I'm just spouting out weird things. Sorry. I gotta go. Alright, let's go. Faster. I used to use 4 minutes for the whole game so far. It's kind of extreme. Somewhat extreme should be a new name here. There it is. No relation to Hiss Hiss for Notch Papa, who was obviously using the Opening Explorer. Another guest sub. I'll pass on those. Automatically, but guest subs are not automatically allowed in the simul anymore. You have to be approved by the investigation team. Yeah, I saw this bishop a3, of course. I wasn't born yesterday. All right. And Tony. Okay, now a7 is hanging, and we've got a fork on d6. What's up with that? Too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Knight h5. Knight h5 with the idea of knight e4. Has to be, what are you doing? I want to give him a take back. Why would you do that? Why would you play bishop g7? Just to troll yourself. Thank you for the game, man. Vetted guest subs, exactly. That's what we have to do now. Suspended guest subs. All right. Liberty University. Sorry, dude. I use the word university very liberally. C takes d5, E takes d5. The term university has become rather Trump University. Back in the day, I think not just anything could call itself a university. But as we see, like the virus itself attacks more densely populated states, Bob, of i.e. the Democratic states, New York, California. It's like rural states are going to be less hard hit, you know, of course. So it'll like be perfect for the virus denialists. C takes d5, E takes d5. What am I doing here? Don't expect too many tactical mistakes from that opponent. All right, so knight takes c6. Someone survived that position against me last week or a couple weeks ago. This is kind of weird. Bishop g5, queen c2. Man, almost has something on c7. Almost can like trap his queen. Almost doesn't work, right? Close doesn't count. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Right. So what do we do in this insanity? This doesn't seem right. Bishop g5. It's stupid. What am I doing here? I've got nothing special. Wow. Man, I don't know. It's just a dead end. It's a dead end street. With that scary pressure on c7, no problem, I'll play knight e7. Wow. Do your worst. No problem. We can't quite trap his queen. Can we trap his queen? Knight b5 takes, bishop c7, queen d7. No, it gets out over here. For Christ's sake. It's unbelievable. It escapes. No, knight b5, it doesn't get out. Knight b5, pawn b5, bishop c7, queen d7, knight e5. And then queen, I don't have another bishop, but it doesn't matter. Knight e6. And I need another knight to go to g5. If only I had another knight. An extra knight. God Damn it, we need an extra knight. This is all just an illusion. It's all just an illusion. There's nothing here, and I'm wasting all my time looking for a tactic that doesn't exist. You know, that's basically what's happening right now. There is no tactic here. It's all just a lie. Well, I really need a good reason to ban someone, Bob. I can't just be banning people for bits. It's a nice concept, though. I wish I could. It is a low bar, man. I mean, I would definitely have to consider it for 10,000. But I could give Jim a kickback or something. Start giving kickbacks to the people who get banned. But James and Jim. You know, Jim is a short form of James. All right, James T. Kirk. Jim. I wouldn't ban our other Jim, obviously, without justification. Yeah, I mean, I should probably do it anyway. Whatever, dude. Draw. Another draw. Man, Negro Modelo took ridiculous time here. To prepare like the B4. The B4 break. Bishop D3. No Rook D1 from Naj Papa. That's the Paschall Paschall game. That's the opening Explorer recommendation. Probably Stockfish as well. Interesting. Queen D5, if Queen A4, I have B5, but this is kind of a scary situation. Jim, very dangerous. Oh, this is Morales. Sorry, Jim's not here. So we'll definitely ban him. I can't believe Jim would miss our stream, our simul stream. B4, we gotta get out of here before it's too late. All right, Juicebox, you've gone too far. I've let you live long enough here. The shit has to hit the fan there eventually. Queen C2. You could take on D2 here. It's pretty unimposing. And now, that knight on E4 is good. So Goblin Eel, using no time, still putting up resistance. Astrobate wants me to take on F7. It's like, dude, what are you doing? No, I guess he can defend. My king is stuck in the center. I should castle queenside now. Screw it. Alright, DK Guy was put off by this D5. He is clearly not happy about that. D5, what a surprising reaction. Sacrificing his central pawn? What? How can you do that? There's no way. Oh my god. I mean, you're actually asking me to play Bishop E4. Bishop E4 looks really interesting. Then you take on C6 or something? Then I take back. You have like queen. This is probably a good move too. Rook takes. Developing a piece. Curious question. The curious case of this defends my G4 pawn. What happened? We must act quickly. Permaban culture. Permafrost. We're winning a lot of material here. Alright, so b4, as expected. What did I really intend here? I guess just b6. It's not a big deal, is it? Right. And so, is this theory, or did I like play into just a bad line? That's the million-dollar question. Rook g7, knight f6 check, king f8. Is my queen just trapped? It's just trapped. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this must just answer our question. I'm basically on the verge of completely screwed here, or already screwed. All these variations are kind of similar. I thought I could get away with it. Rook g7, knight h4, and my queen is trapped. I'll have to sack my queen on g5. Queen takes, knight takes, rook takes. How much do I have? Actually, I have quite a bit. A couple pawns and a couple pieces. I'm going to go for it. No, but he has knight f6 check. That doesn't work. I have to take this. A couple pawns and a couple pieces. I like it. I don't have another suggestion. 100,000 bits. My city. Where do you identify with, Juicebox? Cambodia? My hood. There's a low rate of a virus there in Cambodia, Vietnam. But is it just like nobody bothers to check people? Or is it really that low? I love the way that Black played this. How can you get away with that? Getting away with murder. Speaking of which, being discussed at the moment. Okay, so knight e5, g5, and you must go somewhere. But where? But where? Oh, where did my little dog go? I don't remember all the words of that song, but Viking beer getting kind of creative. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. What are we going to do in this case? Rook d8? I screwed the pawn again. Knight f5. Doesn't feel like we're playing a human being again. The queen a6 move is like a kind of dead giveaway for me. But we'll just keep going through the motions of pretending we're playing a human being here. Then we'll resign, again. Or we could just resign now and save time. Let's just resign now and save time. I'm never going to prove that they're a computer, and I really don't care to, It's just saving time for my other games. I don't need to prove anything. I have my sixth sense. So, castles. Yes, this is the position we talked about. All right, so maybe I could play like rook c8. Rook c8. Discoveries. It makes a lot of sense. I actually wanted to play rook c8 earlier. What is my threat going to be, though? Really no discovery that does anything. And I need to castle. All right, so we'll castle. And then bishop g5, knight e4. That's mate. But don't play queen h4. It's actually not so bad. It just trades queens. Queen d6 doesn't work. Oh well, queen h4. It's funny though, I can take on c4. Go for that. Let's go for that. Okay. Okay. I wanted to play queen f5, but he has knight e4 now. takes... Damn it. That bishop on b8 is a monster. Very dangerous piece. Super dangerous. Queen f5. Get it out there while the getting's good. Not gonna waste my time. Not gonna die. Better take here now. And then we play c3. Someone on sound, the master of open positions. Queen b3. Takes. Just wait. Stuk, where'd your time go? Wow, Notch Papa took on e4. That's really unusual here. Actually, not easy to decide, I guess, with the f-pawn. Now you ruin. Setting up knight c3, finally. He tricked me into blocking my own bishop. But my other bishop gets into the game, which is a good thing. That awful game against Dimitrilas is going to be like the end of me. Knight c3, okay. So it turns out Jeroen's going to castle queenside after everything. Can you believe that? After everything said and done, he castles queenside. We thought he was going to castle kingside. Said and done. Subtle. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not afraid to sacrifice the exchange. I am not afraid to sacrifice the exchange. Bishop takes, queen takes a8. Knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, bishop takes d4, pawn takes d4. I'm going to have a problem with this hitting my e7 guy. So maybe I can't do it. I want to sack the exchange, but I can't let him monstrously put a knight there. My queen is the only thing protecting my e7 pawn in this position. Okay, the whole position has drastically changed now. White just gave away their central pawn. I don't know. Acerbate. Harassing me on the queen side. Not nice. That's my king over there, dude. That's enough of that. We really need to change plans or something. Bishop g5? The minority attack, kids. Where's my minority attack? It's non-existent. This is insane. White is better now. Or not. I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't know what I'm even doing here. What the hell? Freaking genius. Anyway, b3. You shall all be punished who play for time. Job 12:2. That's what they teach you at Liberty University. All right. The Jerry Falwell. G5. Now, if I play F6, we open up the mystery diagonal. Queen H5 is a really interesting idea. We got it like that. Development. Development. But is it good enough? Like the Fermian said, you should protect pawns with pawns. Although f6 is really strong. My king is a little open as well. Not sure if I really want to do that. Do you really want to do that? Yeah, let's not. All right. Takes. Give me that piece. Now. Please. Yes. Reminding me too much of the game with Dimitrilas. You guys have plenty of time. I don't. It's not fair. Now I have to start rushing. I have to start rushing my moves. Where does my queen go? Doesn't appear to be a great square. Thought I had a great square. H5 feels wrong. Oh no. The knights versus bishops. Totally new concept. Bishop h6, master. That's demented. Totally demented move. Alright. Now I'm sacking my queen. No choice. Probably not enough material for the queen, but what choice do I have? This looks good. It looks good. Mirades. He's one bad hombre. Knight takes e4. We're going to get it with f6. What's this? Give me that bishop pair, man. That's your main thing here. Black is not doing bad. Bishop pair, smishop pair. What is this bishop pair? Nothing. Development. Queen on c3 is looking messed up. I guess we grab it. We're at least equal after that. Queen d6. Where are you going? An unexpected journey. Similar to The Hobbit. Is he going to b4 on me? A little cheap shot. The cheap shot alert. So interesting decision by Negro Modelo, who's a good player. He finds a kind of interesting answer. Unclear what's really happening there. Speaking of interest, I use this word far too much, by the way. Speaking of interesting moves, rook a6. That's my king on. I have to get it through my head. That is my king on c1 because I don't like the castle queen side that much, especially when I'm playing the freaking Queen's Gambit. With Asterbait, Mr. Tricky, thriving on tactical opportunities. Okay, Bone Atrophy is just getting rolled in the center for sure there. We equalized with black. Classic queen sacrifice. Okay, now I'm skeptical of black's position. h6. f6. I mean, also h4 might simply be good. Why not just h4? Let's be rational. No reason to be crazy here. So f6, h takes g. Whatever. Okay. Salo floor, are you with me? Because I'm a little nervous here, buddy. We've got to move fast. How's your bishop takes c4 doing? Oh my god, it's so sick. Rook g8. Gotta go with rook g8. Looks like I should have equalized here, at least. Did I overestimate? Maybe. White could be better. Maybe I should play knight a5 and not screw around. Don't screw around, man. Alright. Sona Sound dropped a piece. Very unlike him. You're kidding me, right? If that's a tactic. Oh my god, dude. Oh. He has queen b3 check, king h8, queen b5, and then like rook b8 followed by pawn takes b2. You're freaking kidding me. That is ridiculous. Of course. Give me the rook. We'll take this first. And then white intends to castle, not clear. Kingside or queenside, I don't know. Queen g5. Then he plays the winnower. He just wants me to... I mean, I don't know though. Queen g5, g3, the f-file. This has to be good. It's not just a winnower. Viking Beer has to lose soon. I can't live with this much longer. He's actually kind of hanging on here, hanging out and hanging on. It looks like. Back to where he started again. Wasting time. I'm wasting time. I don't know. Don't seem to have anything. What would Akiba Rubinstein do? Queen f3. The break. Lost break. And now for our next trick. I don't know. Whatever, we'll just win the exchange, I guess. This is just terrible for black. Stuk's a different animal with white than he is with black. A different animal. Now he wants to... Nudge Papa wants to get out of there, understandably. He likes the French anyway. Okay, queen somewhere. Queen f5. Put pressure on him. Yes. DK guy. What do we got? A position. 'Tis chess. It looks like c5 could just devastate me. Oh my god. c5 is going to devastate me? Really? Boris Spassky with the white pieces just made me look like an idiot. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to go knight d6 after all. We're going to change plans because of the c5 threat. Now someone on sound with a miraculous tactical save. I need to get out quickly from this situation to the king side. Bishop e7. Dangerous. Dangerous! Captain Kirk. This is not good. Averting the worst of the danger. This is why I play white with d4. To play positions like this. Oh, yes. Now we're killing him. Now he's going to beg for mercy. You guys have a ridiculous amount of time left. No stopping DK guy. Wonder about knight takes d5. That seems stupid. E takes d5 is possible. Actually, this is the most fundamental. Acerbate, what have you done? What have you done? All right. Nice move, queen e6. Simple chess. Juice box. With the ultraviolet g4. Somewhat dangerous decision to undertake. Queen h4 check, king somewhere to the d file, and then knight g3. And then he has, well, I guess he would go to d1, right? Man, he is playing very risky game here. The f2 pawn. White is tied down. Queen's gambit declined. Right. We don't have much. Development. Development is important. But I like my game against Stepanos Kappa now. This is not good for white, the way this went down. Doesn't really have much play. Okay, rook fd1. What's with the ambulances? Usually not so active. This time of night. Lucky eagle. Still, I should be able to kill white, but my knight is actually in the way. This is very strange. There's like an ambulance outside that just doesn't go away. All right. Yes, your knight stays there. I'm gonna drop the pawn. All right, Stu. You've seen better days. Not today. Queen d2. Master needs to castle queenside, so don't mess with me. Bishop e7, bishop e4, bishop e7, bishop e4. Other moves. Seems stupid to play bishop e7. Rook d5, queen h6. Sacked my queen because I had no other choice, kids. Rook h5. Queen f4. And? What's your problem? To save time. Really ought to castle at some point. Not good. Alright, Morales is very dangerous. This f6 could checkmate me almost directly. That's what he wants to do. Be prepared. What if I take on f5? It's a crazy looking move, honestly, but King h8 is another idea. Yes, I expected h3. Would Boris Spassky take here? Those ambulances are insane, dude. It just doesn't stop now. You can't play knight e2. I guess he's going to play like rook h2. I really expected a different move there from Undefatigable, someone unsound. Knight is bad. Time is running out. This is such a strong attack. Bishop d8 should be winning. There's no easy way to finish him off, I guess. Every time the ambulances stop, they just start again. 1 minute later. What is that? Juice box with queen f2. Oh no. You can do that. Rook h2. Castles. He's castling. Time to take. He's going to get away with this. Getting away with murder. Wow. Unbelievable. Holy crap. Yeah, the ambulance sirens are louder here, I think, than in the US. Less restrictions about noise pollution, I guess. No one gives a crap. Alright, Juicebox, what are you doing? Randomness. The randomness factor. Maybe he's doing well, actually. Knight f4. How about knight f4? Snap. We'll take it on my terms, buddy. Oh, no. Alright, no time. No time like the present. Queen to d4. Am I lost yet? Are we there yet? Interesting game. Just boring. Draw. Goblin it. Didn't use enough time. Queen e2 is not what I expected. Don't think that's White's best move. It's refreshing that Notch Papa makes a mistake. Very refreshing to see a bad move from him. It doesn't happen very often. 95, okay. Yes, there goes that. Distraction. Distractionary tactics. Wow, that's pretty nuts. Alright, thank God he didn't have f4 or something. Oh, he's just taking my pawn over there like it's nothing. This doesn't bode well. We're going to lose from like probably +2. Maybe we never were +2. It's all just an illusion. I don't like this either. This is just too close. Too close. Rolling with rooks. Not a lot of time here. I don't know, man. That's a bit much. Masturbate on a bad day. I don't have anything against Antoni. Here we're gonna have to lose material apparently. What looked like an insanely good position for me is actually not so great. Don't know what happened. I mean, this has to be winning. Why is it so difficult to win this position? Serially. I have everything bearing down on black, yet there's like no way to get him. It's just ridiculous. How is that even possible that he could survive here for more than a couple moves? Man, I don't know about that decision even. All right, now, rook d1. Scary. Wait, what? I don't know. King, you're allowed to use your king? Are you serious? If I had known that, I wouldn't have even played that move. Look at this move. Rook c2. Rook c2. Oh, how convenient. Equally at home in totally closed positions. This is crazy. Not really what I would recommend typically. How strong is amoeboid? Rook c2. Jesus. Now you have an idea, which makes me uncomfortable. What's that? Just bullet. Mr. Slowhand. So brutally strong. I guess I need to play b5 at some point. I can't just sit here. My God. How strong is Mr. Slowhand? Lately he's been decimating me. Maybe I have to play f5? Alright, I guess so. Queen h3. Totally surprised by that. What? Juicebox lost his mind. Okay, knight e4. Very nice, very nice. Jaroon. Would you like a bishop? Oh my God, this. At least I can play a little bit better now than usual. Of course. Completely okay for black. What do I do? For lack of a better choice, castling is an option. I think that's a good one. Yes. Bishop takes e4 looks kind of suicidal. Nice to see you guys actually get into time pressure. Amoeboid, anyone but Amoeboid. He has 9 left. Yesterday with 7. That's got to go. I can't castle. Speaking of castling, what? You saw that, you sneaky guy. He saw it. Damn it. The pawn roller. Oh man, you're so happy you stole that pawn on g5. Jesus Christ. How did you get that? How did you even get that? Queen's trapped? I lost. Where did my time go? Oh, now my queen can take on f3, but he must have some kind of nasty tactic. I don't have time to figure it out. Now there's the mate coming up shortly for my opponent here. I can play g5. No idea. All right. I like king and pawn in games. You got that. You got that. Oh my god. He got that. What? Wait, what? Knight to g6. d5 has been played. Okay. It was a nice try against Mitralas by me. But me boy, you need to play faster, dude. Must open position. Ruined with the shameless one-move threat. Shameless. Look at that. God damn, dude. Zoning in on that with no time. With the ambulance again. A3? Wow, good defense. Very little time left. What? Nothing I can do. Wow. Unbelievable. Damn it. Jesus. Just the threats just keep coming from Jeroen. What? I don't know what I'm doing there. No problem. No problem at all. What? E3? No. I should take. What? Huh? Queen H5? Right? I know. What? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. The threats just keep coming. Now you're going to defend this position with seconds left still? Really? Nothing. He just takes pawn on H7. No problem. Wow. Yeah, I guess I'm lost there. What can I do? Maybe I'm worse. I don't know. Oh. Where did my time go? Pawn takes there. Interesting move. Is this like a joke, dude? Oh my god. I like how someone on Sound who's this insanely good tactical player turns into Tigran Petrosian now. Wow. You found a threat. On H7 now. A7. I don't know. I'm just gonna lose. It's okay. Whatever. Well-deserved victory. It's ridiculous with the time. I'll just resign to the time people. Ayeste's primarily time play. He has 5 minutes left. Everyone has like 20 seconds. Is my queen trapped yet? Interesting game, Stoke. Played very well. I'm up a piece here, but I've faced some threats. Clock's just flagging everywhere. Obviously, I can't play these games with no time. Good draw, slow hand. We should be proud of that. Good game. Time difference didn't matter. Eventually I run out of time, no matter what time control is. It doesn't seem to matter. Everyone could just play instantly their games without using any time. I like how DK guy, it's no problem. He just walked his king over to C1 with 0 time. Totally normal. Absolutely no problem. Alright, whatever. Is there any threat here? No. Bishop takes e4. You got a defense to that. I have this. I can't play the rook move. Alright. Am I going to get to actually play any endgames? This one, where I'm like, I was winning, but now it's totally unclear. He has 7 minutes left. Jesus Christ. Just one move threat. I don't understand why anyone can't resist playing for time every single game. He has 7 minutes. Rossador is actually one of the lower rated players. He has 7 minutes. And had one of the worst positions too. I just hung this pawn. God. Perfectly good game, just ruined by just giving away a pawn. I can't play these games. Alright, thanks someone on sound, but just drop the piece back. Not interesting. I just dropped a rook. That was my rook on b2. You had a 1 move threat and picked up my rook. Good. Anyway, interesting games. They were good. But we'll just pretend it never happened. Now I'm worse against Jeroen. We're not even going to get any interesting endgames because I changed the increment to 30. I thought it would help people stop flagging me. They would actually get in time pressure, but no one loses on time. None of my opponents ever lose on time, only me. That's a kind of messed up situation, you know, where I'm the only one who ever loses on time. I don't think that's quite fair. I mean, even with all the extra time I had, I have no chance ever to win on time. Only my opponents. That's bizarre. That doesn't seem correct. Never one opponent loses on time. Just me. There goes the queen side. Maybe I'll hold a draw here. This time control, it doesn't make a difference. The 30-second increment just screwed me at the end. El Rostador has more than anybody else in the whole simul. 8 minutes. Wow. He didn't have that much to think about. You know, he had a worse position, but it wasn't that, you know, either you get mated or you don't, you know. But I can't do any other time controls. With 40 seconds, it's even worse. The people flag me even more. You know, that's more time for them. It's like, whatever time control, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. 30 seconds increments isn't enough for me to have, but if you guys have 40 seconds, then it's like they blitz even faster. El Rostador just, maybe I have chances to win here. Just resigned a whole bunch of games out of frustration, basically. But frankly, I'm tired of losing to someone on sound. That was a pawn down. I just dropped my pawn. I don't want to get tortured in that. Ross here offering a draw. I thought I was better, but maybe not. I'm not up any material. I need to be urgent from the start. Yeah, I know. But I mean, we're talking, and it's hard to be urgent for like 3 hours. Three hours of urgency is kind of demanding. It's like being in the CPU or something. A Rostador capable of moving like instantly every single move. On the worst side of a tactical position, I would need some time. Evaluation -1. Yeah, I thought I was a little better, Antonio. I don't know why. It wasn't that clear. Oh, I blundered? No. This is something we can work with. The pain is almost over. My rook is trapped. Oh, it's a draw by force, right? Force draw. So now he played this move. Rook d2. Interesting. I normally consider myself an extremely above average endgame player. Extremely above average. Now f5 check is like a trap that wins a rook. Really? How convenient. I mean, I would assume I was lost if I was black here, but he could just instantly make moves. You're just down in exchange for one pawn with a bad structure, and white has a better king. Should be excellent chances for white to win under normal circumstances, I would think. It's not a question. It feels like I'm playing for a draw or something. I've just been under pressure so much, but this guy is the fastest of everyone. We've got Kyrie Kospes still. 11 wins. I'm surprised I had that many wins. We must have had a few people drop out or something. I don't know how good the game was, Antonio. I appreciate playing in the simul. I have no idea if it was sound or not. I mean, we may have been misplaying it. But this is like a forced draw. Are you serious? Bishop a3, bishop b4 is a forced draw. And I have a clearly better structure. There's no way I can save my rook from getting trapped. Maybe there is a way. I can play queen d3 and queen a6, but objectively, I'm not sure this is enough. King e4. King e4. We had this already, no? No. What was the opening? Of what? What? Mr. Slowhand, I'm sure you were better. Well, this is the previous position. We're repeating position now. I see. Right, so rook d3, f5 check, king e3. Rook d3, f5 check, king e3. And conveniently, he has bishop f4 check. What an amazing move to happen to have. Well, that's lucky. I don't know. Strange. You would think like I would have super winning chances here under any normal circumstance. It's very odd. He just happens to have that trick. f5 check, king e3, bishop f4 check. I have a clear pass pawn and I can't win. I haven't been able to get anybody down to the situation where we both have the same amount of time, where I can play just a few players. I have just two opponents instead of maybe like 4 or 5. I should be able to outplay 1600s from equal positions under normal circumstances. Rossiter is 1900, but still I should be able to outplay him easily in an equal position. King e2, f5. I guess we have to go for it. This doesn't even make progress, though. It makes negative progress. And he's almost winning on time using no time at all. Man, I had such an insane winning position in that game. How could I even possibly mess it up? It's crazy. I allowed queen g2 check, and still I was clearly better. f5 instantly. Just instantly. I guess he's just overconfident. I don't know. I would at least take a few seconds to play my moves against someone 600 points higher rated. When you have 8 minutes, he doesn't even think for a second. I literally have no time to think about my games. Only 2 players left. We're going to win this now. f5. That's crazy weakening. Thank you guys for the donations from Slowhand and DK Guy. King g5, just improving. Rook b8 loses as well. I mean, isn't that convenient for him? Oh, I just lost a draw. I lost a draw. No, I have rook d5. Okay. Almost allowed d5 check. I didn't even think about it. We should be winning here, but it's still not that simple. Rook a7, we win material. All right. I was looking for mate, but we'll take what we can get. Actually, rook b7. This just traps his queen. Okay, crazy. That's how well I'm concentrating here. I didn't realize his queen is trapped. Can't even think clearly. That's a big blunder. I mean, f5 is a really bad move. Certificate of quality. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I guess that you play too fast. I can't make moves that quickly. I mean, the whole game you're playing like it's bullet or something. You know, the point of the simul is that we have like a lot of time. We can play a quality game, but you're basically playing to flag me the whole game. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, it's very frustrating to play against the people that do that, and then you're disappointed when I resign. I mean, it seems kind of strange. So now maybe I'm like lost or something. King c2. Can I get my rook free? I shouldn't be lost, but you never know. Rook d5. It's amazing how fast Rossador plays from an inferior position. Rook d5 maybe. f3, b5, f2, rook d1. And now like d5, saving his game. I guess we need to come back. Stop the pawn. He moves instantaneously. Okay. Why do you have to move instantaneously instead of thinking a little? With 8 minutes left on the clock. I can get to f1 now. I really have no clue what the valuation is, and he's got like 9 minutes, and he's playing all his moves in like 30 seconds. You're playing the moves and you don't even know if it's the best move or not. There's no way you could possibly know, you know? I mean, rook takes e5 will probably get me checkmated by one tempo or something. But this b pawn is giving white the winning chances. But I don't understand why he's playing so fast. I mean, I would have no way of telling you even if I'm winning or not here. I mean, I'm not even... There's no way I can calculate that far. It's just intuition. But if I had 8 minutes, I would at least think about it. But you should definitely think before you commit to a plan. You know, if he had played his king first, you know, it might be stronger. I'm not sure. Ideally, I think his king should probably be like more like on e4, right? To support the other d pawn and get closer to the queen side. So if he moves his king anywhere in this position, it should probably be like this direction rather than over to the side. Now he's like basically wasted a move. But I'm still not sure if I'm really even winning. Full on like lost the tempo. But I try to teach people not to do that. You know, that's why I'm saying it. This is a good example of like taking your time. They're like blinded by the winning on time concept. We should play like, I don't know, how to do a simul without time. Unlimited time. So people stop trying to win by time, you know? Maybe if you just weren't allowed to win on time, I'm allowed to win on time. That would be a good simul. That would like force people, if I had unlimited time, but you guys could lose on time, it would force people to actually try to play the best moves instead of trying to flag me and degenerating into just playing for quick moves. I have to move my rook. Well, I guess old school simuls with no time, no clock. But I don't know how that would work. I could see how it could work with just the players having time. Having me having unlimited time. Sort of B5, D4, B6, D3, Rook D7. What is going on here? I still don't know if it's a draw or a win. Those pawns are pretty close. But he gives me no time to think. I never have time to think, you know. Black has like half of his time from the simul still remaining at move 53. He's not even that high rated in bullet. 1688, you know. It's good when Bob's quiet. We have a nice little timeout. Self-inflicted timeout. Nice, refreshing. We're going to come back after this and play a stream tomorrow morning, but a little more relaxed blitz and rapid chess. Thank you, Bob. Let's try to keep it a little more polite, though. No profanity. If you must insult me, let's not use the profane. What is this? Draw. Looks like a draw. I think he lost like 2 tempi and it's still a draw. Why would this not be a draw? Maybe some sort of devilish trick for white. Guess my king is on the right square? Not so sure. Looks like a draw to me. Now I have 7 minutes to think about it. Not that easy. I don't know about winning threats, but he's just simply playing d3. His pawns are too close for this not to be a draw. Trousers, right? This is the trousers. What's the pants? Really, they should be the worst pawns in a way because they're close together, yet they're not connected. Seems like theoretically that would be his worst pawns. If the pawns were more separated, it would be harder for me to stop them, essentially. My king is able to kind of contribute to stopping both from e1. Just for the record, Bob. Record noted. He asked for it. Well, and the problem is, like, there's a few people who actually use their time, and then there's a lot of people who use no time. So if I make the simul like 5 minutes, one of these idiotic blitz simuls that people do on lichess, then the people like you, Ayeste, who play bullet in the simul will be happy, but then the people who actually think will be sad. So it's hard, you know. I realize that a lot of people play like 5-minute simuls. There are grandmasters who do that, but it's like a waste of time. Like Sergei Zhidalko doing 5-minute simuls. Dude, it's like bullet chess. It's just a waste of time. But you can't make everybody happy. You know, I prefer the people that took their time you know, to have the time. Good thing Bob has another account to use. It's a good thing I unbanned that second account. Now, I'm not even going to say any moves for my opponent because it will just help him. When did you become so obsessed with that Britney chick? Bob likes Britney Spears. Bob, was that the first album you bought like 20 years ago when you were a kid? Yeah, Bob, you should give yourself gift yourself some gift accounts. Bob Sacamano 27 gifts a gift sub account to Bob Sacamano 2700. I suspect this is a draw. It doesn't seem fair though. I think that's probably the move. He actually thought for 3 minutes, which is a nice change. It looks like this is probably the best move for black. Avoiding his bishop getting pinned on the e-file, and that's the most important concept, clearly. Getting my king to commit one way or the other. Okay, I can play king d3, but if f2, king e2, d3 check. So I have to play this. Is it possible I'm winning? Yes. If I'm winning, it's by 1 tempo, and I'm sure Rossador lost a tempo somewhere in the same game. With the king move, king g4 at least. d3, b7, king e3, rook d8. d3, b7, king e3. Sorry, d3, b7, king e3, rook d8, d2. It looks like a draw anyway. Everything's a draw. You just tell him the draw. Anybody could find it. But I don't think it's ever been a win for me since a long time. There might have been some trick. I don't know. It feels very unfair, you know. Maybe I should check first. I have no threat. So checking doesn't make a big difference. Rook d8. There's nothing constructive I can do in this position. There's literally nothing. I need another move. I really thought this time control was going to work out, but all the games just totally disintegrated around move 30. We had very interesting games against people like DK Guy, crushing position against Stuk, crushing position against Rossador. And all the games where I was clearly better just either disintegrated. Now, I don't know about DK Guy, actually. That game was very messy for both sides. This game is ridiculous. I mean, I was completely winning. And I just totally butchered it. Yeah, the game against Slowhand, but that's all fine and good when you say that. You were -7. But the fact of the matter is I thought you were clearly almost winning, you know, before. So, not just that you were -7, you were, like, doing great. That was an interesting game. But I like to make the time control in a way that that doesn't happen, that the games disintegrate so completely. At least it wasn't just me disintegrating. In Slohan's case, he actually disintegrated. Um, Not too many people did. I had a mate in two. Wow. Against you? Against someone on sound, I just like gave him my G5 pawn, which was like insane. So I have no threats other than B8, obviously, but that's not enough. There's really nothing to think about here. Now he's thinking, but there's nothing to think about. The thing is simplified now. Clearly, there's only one move for both sides. This is no time to think. When I play Queen H2 check, a magnet... Oh no, the vacuum. Really? Oh no. Yeah. I should do more tactics puzzles. Rossador is trying to lose now. With King D4, I mean... King D4, Rook E8, D2. Good luck trying to win with white. But King D2 might lose. I'm not sure. I didn't even bother to think about it. Maybe it's just a fancy draw. He chose like the fancy drawing line. Fancy chess workout. All right. 46 viewers for my fancy chess workout. Now I have Rook F1 check. That's C8, by the way. So B8, take, D2 is still a draw. But this check, does that help? I am not convinced. It doesn't hurt. Now we have an interesting move. We force him to D1, which is a nightmare square. Which is in front of his pawn. It smells like self-stalemate. Fancy draw. I don't think you messed it up completely. You're trying. Looks like you're trying. I'm so used to the 40-second increment, man. That's one of the reasons why I was like disgusted by the games flagging. That 10 seconds is really, really absent from my games. I needed my 10 seconds. Rook F8? Rook F8. Oh no, Rook F8? D2? It's just a draw, man. It's just a fancy draw. I don't think that I can win here. I could queen right away. It doesn't matter. Rook f8 was the only thing that looked like a chance. He's like torturing me. Now he has to be accurate. Don't say anything about giving away moves, you know. Lucky Eagle. Nobody speak. b8, queen would have been my best try, right? It's just a draw. At least here he can make a mistake. Theoretically. That's interesting. I was thinking about d2, but maybe this is equally good. No losing chances. I don't think I was ever winning. Now there's a chance. Still a draw. You like torturing me? Still a draw. We won't be happy till he loses. Trouser attack is a draw. It's like the rouser attack. Distance. Just enough distance? Can I get some distance? Please. Yeah, but no giving moves. Rook d8 is a draw. Rook d8, king e1. No saying moves. I guess it's still a draw. Doesn't matter. Shit. I mean, it's not like difficult to find the right move here. You have a couple, actually. This is stupid. Rook a8 is stupid. But there's no win. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. He's just trolling me with the most daring way to draw. I don't think he was ever lost. Even here, he found the most entertaining way to almost lose without losing. What do you do here? No move wins. Yeah, he has two ways to draw this position. Any legal move, except for king c1, I guess. King c1 loses, the others draw. King c2 should draw as well. What I didn't realize at first was like king c2. There's nothing. know, did I screw up? Rook d8? Rook d8, king e1? No. I would need an extra move. I need to play king e3 and rook h8, and then d1, he makes a knight to draw. It doesn't matter, that's a draw too. Move 11, thanks for gifting the gift subs after the simul, so we don't get any sketchy gift sub players. Oh no, Bob is in trouble now. He just, you've never done a thing like that, Bob. You never rewarded anyone. I can lose. How would I win this position? No conceivable way to win. Rook e8 check, king f1, rook d8, king e1. It's pretty complicated. I mean, not very hard. The question was I winning at some point? My gut instinct is no. But it might have been some sort of study like move order somewhere would have been winning for me. Now I can force a draw. Well, I mean, he still had a losing move until the last move. He could have played king c1. That was losing. King e3 now. And things suddenly became a lot more interesting. Well, he loses. Just offer him a draw. King f1 is... I have to play rook d8 in repeat position. Maybe he didn't play the endgame badly if it was a draw all the way until this move. But this is definitely bad. Looks better for my score, but I'm not really enthralled with the way I played it. I had like little time though. King f1 was draw. He had a lot of ways to draw. I thought he was just drawing the fancy way. King f1, clear draw. Well, this is not easy, by the way. You know, there's a very important reason why this works. Not enough to play rook h8, guys. Remember, this is a very important theoretical position. If I play rook h8 here, he makes a knight. Queen is mate, right? But he makes a knight, and that's an important theoretical position. That's a draw. That's my game, one of my first game versus Josh Whiteskin. Knight versus rook endgame. But doesn't matter, because if he tries that move, which he did, I just sneak over this way. Now that's obvious. Be sure to tip your IM 20%. Isn't it like higher now? 22. Some are tipping what, 22, 23%? All right, thanks for the game. Very, very bad to see him lose that. But let's take a look, just curiosity. He had an easy draw. But I'm really curious about the earlier stage of this endgame. Not so much this end part. I mean, we can all see that he blunders here. Now it's lost. King f1 is a draw. Let's go back. So he was losing earlier at some point, and I missed it. Interesting. So we need to go to the graph. Let's see, king g4. I was skeptical of his move king g4. I thought it was a mistake. But I also apparently misplayed this pretty bad. We both made a lot of mistakes here. If we go back to this position where I was having trouble making progress here, that was a blunder. Apparently, he could have drawn. Okay, this is the position, f4. King f4 is good. Coming in closer. That's a draw. This is a mistake. And then I made a very instructive mistake here. Wow. I wanted to blockade and I had no time left, 56 seconds, but king d3 draws. Wins, I mean. That's hard to find. So he's still holding. He should be drawing easily here. And then I'm winning, apparently. Wow. I'm winning here after b5. Still winning. And my b6 is a mistake. You need time to calculate this. b6 is a huge mistake. And bishop e1, a bishop g3 check is a draw. He found that. That's the best move. So we both made a lot of mistakes. My only excuse is that I was short of time. I mean, king f2. I was afraid of d3, bishop d4 check, I guess. But he doesn't have time for that. Does he? b6, bishop d4 check. Rook takes d4. Oh no. This would have been my fear in the game. So I played b6. This wasn't game. I didn't play king f2. So we both made a lot of mistakes. Check. This is a draw. And we're both pretty much sure of that. Where did he lose the game? So apparently this is losing. Wow. I'm winning here, which I should see. b8, queen. Takes. No, dude. What? It's not winning. Okay, I'm just going by Stockfish. What is this? Oh my god. Okay. Guys, we got to go soon, but I just want to highlight this. Why we missed it, why I missed it. You know, I played rook c8 check, right? Look at this line. I have to play b8, queen or rook, and then after bishop takes, the only winning move is rook c8 check. Oof. That's the point. Now clearly if he goes to the b file, I take with check. And if he goes here, we have rook takes, d2, and this is frankly shocking. It's a sort of stalemate theme. What? Rook c8, f2, study, endgame study. Similar to what I wanted to do in the game, rook a8. That's interesting. An endgame study. No way I'm finding that, you know, in a blitz game type scenario, but in a tournament game, I hope I would find it. With more than 5 minutes on the clock, I think I should be able to find this. Let's say. I don't know, maybe even better for him to drop the guy with check. King b1, rook b8 check, it doesn't really matter. Here, rook c8 check, king d1. We get to the same position no matter what. Losing a tempo. Here. Force f2, go to a8, and then he walks over. I check. King c1. and you set up a barrier on the first rank. That is instructive. That's why the pants don't work. Move 11. My king can stop the pants from dropping down on f1, and yeah, this is instructive. So the king goes here, and the rook can stop both passers from the first rank. If the pants were separated by one more rank, it would be impossible to construct this kind of defense. And that's why I was saying this is the worst arrangement for him, really. You know, you want the pawns to be separated. You want the pawns to be separated by more ranks if you're playing the black side. So I have the ideal position to save the game. I mean, to win the game. King c2, king e2, and we're just... Now, how do we actually finish him off, though? Even this might take some subtlety. King c3. No, that doesn't take a lot of subtlety. Okay, like, yeah. Not a lot of subtlety involved here. King c3, king f2, king d3, rook d1, and we walk over. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Definitely was a draw. But the end, you should have seen that. That wasn't a difficult one. You know, there were some strange moments in that end game. But it's a study. Yeah, it is an interesting end game. But I think it's very significant to look at it analytically in terms of the pawns, you know, and their alignment being not connected and one rank apart. Kind of ideal for the side trying to win with my king. The evaluation really suspicious. Yeah, this is not suspicious. This is... Anyway. Alright, guys. Thanks for playing. We'll see you all tomorrow. Or many of you tomorrow for Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for finally showing up today. Good effort. We keep tweaking the time control, but without a lot of success. Maybe I'll have to go back to the 2040 90. That's going to take forever. Alright, guys. Thanks, Move 11. Thanks for the endgame Dvoretsky turn. The pants. Reminds me of David Letterman. Worldwide pants. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Keep your mask on. Don't forget to wash your hands. Bye-bye.